Today is July 20th, 2017, and it is of significance today, the date or whatever, because it marks the 6 month anniversary of when President Trump took office. And I had a series of videos I made covering his first 100 days and kind of just going through how I felt about certain things. And I like to give the benefit of the doubt, because it's very easy to just say this person is all around terrible and horrible and da 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 da. But I'm saying this because I really don't enjoy tearing down administration because we're still kind of early in, into his term. There's another what, 30 something months left, and that, well, assuming he only has one term, which, by the way, the Democrats are shaping up, it looks as if that's not going to be the case. But there's not much I can say that's been good. Uh, and you probably would expect that just tuning in and seeing my other past mentions of his administration. Really, the first satisfying thing to me he did was getting inaugurated, because at least it wasn't Clinton. But if it had been Clinton, it would have been at least it wasn't Trump. So, that point would have been reserved for either one. Um, the Keystone XL pipeline, that decision on that was bad. Letting that be permitted was unacceptable. Withdrawing from the Paris Agreement was bad. There's some other things. Obviously, this Russian scandal has been ridiculous. The healthcare bill was horrible. The tax cuts for the rich are god awful. I pay attention to this stuff. I have repeatedly read up on the various policies he's enacted, and there's really nothing I can just point out and say, yes, this is good, this is great. Other than maybe a decrease in illegal immigration, and that's only because his rhetoric did that. There was no law he put in place. I think travel bans were unnecessary. They're not the worst thing he's done since he got in, but it's just not a way I would think to handle that issue. Because you're always gonna have bad people coming out of every country, and obviously there's been an abundance from certain ones more than others, but you can't restrict the entirety of people there, especially when we've had. I mean, this is what gets me about a lot of arguments on both sides. So liberals will say gun control. You might want to say car control. You're more likely to die in a car accident than a shootout, or one of these terrorist incidents. And they talk about illegal immigrants committing crime. Some of the conservatives, and you're more likely to have a crime committed against you by someone that was born here. So it all just kind of gets into this area where domestically there are other things to focus on first. And it's as if every time I go on the news, I go and read up on what's been going on, I just hear about healthcare. Are we going to go to war with North Korea? And some controversy he's caused by his rhetoric, or the Russian scandal that's never going to end. We're going to go all the way through his term with that just looming over him. Um, it all has been really annoying. I haven't been directly impacted by much of this, but it's troubling that we're talking millions of people without health care because a party hates, one policy. And, that's going to happen. You can't look past it, but it's just the idea that you're going to punish everyone else for what this past or prior president did. So it is what it is. Out of his cabinet, no one's really done anything I've liked other than Mattis and Haley, and that's about it. So if I were to give him a grade, I would say maybe a D minus, a regular D, I can't see anything in this that has been good other than it's not Clinton, who I think I would rank probably just as bad. Were it not for the fact that she didn't win, of course. And I bring her name up because he brings her name up. That's another thing that's irritating. Get over the election. It's done. You know, we've had a half year now. Just stop. You've been in your office for a half year. Get over this election. But there are many other tips and tricks I would advise. So, you know, we're going to end this. I would give it a very bad grade. We'll see how this shapes up toward the end of the year. Although I am not looking forward to any of his upcoming policies. Thank you for watching.